What's up, everybody? Rob here, back with another episode of Wasting Wildcards here in Malta 5. And this week, I'm playing a deck that I've been quite fond of lately. And if you can't tell just by looking at it, I am playing Rakdos Midrange. Now, this deck is basically an evolution of the Rakdos Sacrifice decks that existed all the way back to the birth of the archetype with Throne of Eldraine, like every other archetype, but it's not a cat oven deck. And I call it mid-range versus sacrifice because it plays a much grindier game. And although there are a lot of sacrifice synergies, including ones with the newer cards in the deck, it feels more like a mid-range deck than just a strictly sacrifice deck. Now, I think you'll probably see that when we play more than just by looking at the deck, because if you look at the deck, we're playing Village Rites, we're playing Claim the Firstborn, we're playing Woe Strider, we're playing Rankle, a Crone War, like even Emerson Predator, the new card. Like, these are all sacrifice cards, if you know what I'm saying. But it's real good. And it basically, I flew right through Platinum playing it. It feels really good in most matchups. Like, I never feel like I'm just completely dead. But yeah, so this is the deck. Like I said, it's a evolution of the older deck, so it probably looks very familiar. We are running Bloodchief's Thirst, Village Rites, and Claim the Firstborn as some early interaction, cheap card draw. 2-drop slot, we have our Mire Tritons, again, to fill our graveyard because there's a lot of escape and just graveyard synergies in the deck. We have 2 Valki / Tybalt, one of the new cards. Just a pretty good early drop and a very, very powerful late in the game drop. Now, like in a lot of the other formats, we're not doing anything broken with this card. We're just playing it as a powerful Rakdos card. So kind of more on the mid-range. I just did the thing I always do, where, you know, you click it and it goes away, but there it is. Okay, so again, we got a couple Shredded Sails, just a utility card, but it's another way to just fill the graveyard as well with a cycling. We have 3 Kroxa, as, you know, you're playing Rakdos, you're going to play Kroxa. It has great synergy with kind of the deck where it's an attrition-based matchup, you know, you're just making people discard stuff. It's also a big 6/6, you want it in your graveyard. I don't think I need to explain Kroxa at this point. I think people know Kroxa is the real deal. Moving up, we got a couple Tiamat Calls the Dead. Again, fill your graveyard, get some stuff, get some scrying, it's solid. We've got Woe Strider, again, just card advantage, a sacrifice outlet, goes great with Claim the Firstborn and a Crone War. Just an all-around great utility creature. We've got 3 Bonecrusher Giants because it's standard, and of course I'm playing Bonecrusher Giants. We've got 1 Liliana, just a great utility planeswalker in the deck, can kill stuff, make your opponent discard cards, and eventually just basically win you the game. A couple of Rankles, again, just a hasty threat, a way to make your opponent discard cards, sacrifice creatures, snipe planeswalkers. All around, very good card. We're playing 3 Crone War, which serves as kind of like the big brother to Claim the Firstborn. It's a little bit more of a utility thing, as you can attack with the creatures for more than one turn. If you play it correctly, you can kill them at the end if you don't have a way to sacrifice them. And yeah, just powerful. If they play like a big like Elder Gargaroth or something, you just steal it. And then you attack with it, and then you kill it. We're playing 1 Emerson Predator, which is one of the new cards in the deck. Just kind of like Falcon Wrath Aristocrat back in the day. It's a Rakdos card. You can sacrifice stuff to make it indestructible. So it's just a big beater. It's a fast clock, and it's very hard to kill. And then we have 1 main deck Ox of Agonis as just a, you know, you exile it, you need to draw some cards. It's just, you always want an Ox when you want an Ox. And then, you know, we got lands. It's a standard Rakdos mana base. We are not playing any of the new pathways just because this is a Castle Locthwain deck, and we really want to maximize our swamps. So we are running only 2 temples, just, you know, scrying's helpful in a mid-range deck. And then we're running a full 4 triomes. Again, we have no use for the white, but the cycling and the swamp type are very helpful here. And then moving on to our sideboard, we've got your standard, you know, black and red sideboard stuff. We've got 2 Duress against whatever nonsense control spell-based decks. I have a Grasp of Darkness as just kind of a different way of attacking with removal. There's a lot of, what is it, the seasoned hollow blade, things that can become indestructible, and this is just the way to get rid of indestructible creatures. And I found that it's a pretty good utility. A 4/4, it's pretty big. You can't kill a Lovestruck Beast, but you can kill a Questing Beast. So you know, it's got its uses. Another Heartless Act, again, just against the creature decks. 3 Skyclave Shades. If you saw my Abzan midrange deck, you know that this card is awesome in the Rogues matchup, or any just attrition-based thing where people are making you discard things or just killing your stuff over and over again. Having this recursive threat that can even come back bigger later in the game is incredible. 2 more Shredded Sails, again, just a great utility card in certain matchups like Rogues and stuff like that, but also, fill your graveyard, 1 Elspeth's Nightmare, just another removal if you need graveyard hate. It's just kind of an all-around decent card in that matchup. I just threw this one in as kind of some spicy tech, basically another way to kind of snipe those Hollowed Blades, just because mono white is so out and about right now. This is just a kind of a way to kill cheap creatures, but also get some card advantage out of it. And you can sacrifice stuff. So it seems like it kind of goes well in the deck. I have it in the sideboard. Maybe we'll bring it in when we play a game, but it seems like it could be okay. I have another, again, just white weenies, look out. Another Crone War for the big beefy creature matches up. And then another 2 more Oxymogonuses for the grindier, melee, rogues control type matchups. So yeah, that's it. This is Rakdos Midrange. Again, it's a very similar archetype to the Rakdos Sacrifice decks of the past couple standard formats, but it feels real good, and I ranked up pretty quick through Platinum playing it, so let's play some games. All right, game 1, and we are on the play, which is always good. All right, so we've got some early interaction. We can have both colors of mana. We've got a Mire Triton. Seems like a decent keep. I don't feel bad about this. We'll start by fetching up a swamp. Wait, turn 2, probably Mire Triton, but if we need to kill a 1-drop for some reason, we can do that. All right, looks like we're up against just mono red aggro. So let's start with Mire Triton. Great card to just block stuff with. Got rid of a couple lands that were coming our way, so don't mind there. Also the nice Claim the Firstborn Village Rights combination here, which looks to be kind of the best plan of attack here. So let's attack for 1. Let's Village Rights. Ping our opponent again, draw 2 cards, and we will play the castle, pass the turn. So we can steal their Bonecrusher Giant if they play it. We could also just kill the Bonecrusher Giant with the Liliana, but that would kind of make the Liliana pretty susceptible to getting killed. So I'm just going to steal the Bonecrusher Giant here. We can always play the Woe Strider and sacrifice it before the opponent would get it back. All right, so let's attack. We will go Woe Strider. Let's just sacrifice the Bonecrusher Giant now. Another Claim the Firstborn. Converted mana cost 3 or less. So we would be able to steal the Phoenix of the Ash. So I think we'll keep that. I'm so stupid. Yeah, let's keep it, and then let's mill it. Wow. Talk about a brain fart. It's like 12:30 in the afternoon. My brain should probably be at peak, you would think. Midday. Not too late, not too early. Wow. That was embarrassing. What are you gonna do? All right, well, let's scry. Let's see what we got coming up here. Don't want another swamp. Well, our graveyard is pretty stocked. We can start casting these from the graveyard if we want to. Let's see. So we can kick the Blood Chief's Thirst, kill the Anax. Maybe we just want to do that because they're only going to get 1 Satyr. Don't want more lands. Can't block, and we're in a pretty good racing situation. This needs to exile, what, 3 other cards? So they can bring this back. They can start beating down on the Faceless Haven. That could be an issue. All right, so number 1 priority now is killing Torbran. I'm going to hold back to block just in case they Faceless Haven here. I'll gladly trade with a Faceless Haven. Nothing I can do about the Satyrs here. They're just going to kill Liliana. All right, this is a good matchup for that. Give all creatures -/- card. Let's play Timoret. Let's exile the Crowan War. Make a zombie. Ooh, and we can Ox. It's a pretty good turn. Let's get rid of our lands and spells. Guess it doesn't matter. Basically, occasionally, if you were to ultimate Liliana, you'd want your creatures and stuff, but that doesn't seem like a huge issue right now. All right. Pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. So they're going to be able to start beating down on the big flyer soon. But hopefully we can just block it for days. Okay, they're going to Faceless Haven, eh? Okay. So an Embercleave could be a pretty annoying card here. Yeah, Embercleave here. I think that's probably the bestest way to block. Let me see, that's going to hit me for like 10. Is this just lethal? This might just be lethal. I don't think there's anything I can do to get out of this. I always forget about the cleave, man. You always forget about the cleave. Whew, all right. Just squeezed in there. Let's exile a Mire Triton. Oh, that's good, actually. Makes their mana much less efficient. All right, so I think we're definitely going to have to play the Emerson Predator. That is very good Embercleave protection. This comes in with how many counters? With a counter, okay. So I can't Bone Crusher and Ox. I guess I just go to Ox again. Starting with the crap I don't care about. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter at this point. We just want to... Yeah, let's leave the Woe Striders. Guess I gotta leave only one. I guess we just Blood Chief's Thirst one of these things just to get rid of one attacker. Although I guess, yeah, they Embercleave the bird. I think that's just it. If I understand how damage in this game works. Always the cleave. Let's exile that thing. Would have been better a little earlier just so I could have... Oh, wait, I could have sacrificed something earlier. That was a big misplay. I always forget that this is Graveyard Hate. I could have got rid of that Phoenix of Ash. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead here because their next attack is just going to trample over. Yeah. Okay, so lots of misplays in that game, but it was a learning experience for you and for me. Mostly for me. Definitely for me. So against mono red. This actually seems pretty okay. Grasp of Darkness can kill everything. Crone War is good, but they have a lot of small stuff, so Claim the Firstborn is just better. Emerson Predator seemed actually okay, because I'd be able to block the flyers. Mire Triton is just going to die if I cast this, so maybe I'll go down 1. Let's try this. I feel like we're in an okay position for this matchup. Some of those early misplays, I think, really kind of screwed me up. I also could have got rid of that Phoenix and stayed alive longer. Yeah, I mean, we have the chance of kind of having a pretty bad mana screw, but again, we've got some good early plays, and we've got kind of our potential trump card here in Kervek. All right, so we'll play this tapped, and we're just gonna let's just Blood Chief's Thirst the champion there. All right, so let's just play a Woe Strider here. This way, if it survives next turn, I can claim and sack. Seems like the claim sack plan may work. All right, so we'll block one of them. We will sack the goat. Another land would be pretty nice. Don't need a Rankle. Got one anyway. All right, so let's claim the Firstborn. Either way, we're not going to get the robber value, so let's just attack. Play Croxa. Get their hand a little smaller. An Ox of their own. Okay, so we need to be cognizant of their Ox, but that requires 8 cards, right? Yeah. Ugh. Gross. Of course, and nothing. I can kill a robber. I guess I want to kill the one that has the Bone Crusher Giant. Or do I? No. Do I just play Timuret? But they can attack, and then they can just Bone Crush or something. We're going to lose. We're going to lose to mono red. I don't even know if there's like a way I can win here, right? Okay, all right, yep. That escalated quickly. All right, so mono red. Pretty good still. Pretty good. Oh, Torbran and the dragon. That's a scary... Hey, look at that. I guess they burned Omnath, or Omnath was already banned, right, in Historic? Well, hey, real time. That's you know when we're recording this on Monday. Uro banned. Do I get wildcards? No. Cool. Tight. I love it. You give me 500 gold. So lame. So lame. Well, Uro was lame. I can't be too upset. Maybe we'll play some Historic pretty soon now that Uro's gone. Maybe a non-Simic pile of cards could actually work. One of those mid-range decks that I so much want to be good, but won't because they're strictly worse than a pile with Uro. That makes me happy though, because there's so many formats like Pioneer, modern. Like, I love just playing mid-range decks, especially like Abzan and Jund and stuff like that, but it's like, it just forces you into Sultai if you want to play that kind of deck, and it's like, I'm okay with there being a best version of that type of deck, but Sultai, I'm like, Anyway, this is a pretty good opening hand. Let's keep it. Got some action. We got all our mana we would need. So I'm thinking, start with Mire Triton, maybe go Village Rites or something, but ideally, you want to kill your opponent's stuff with Village Rites. Okay, we're up against Gruul. This could be like similarly difficult to Mono Red. I don't know. Let's find out. Florahedron, so they could go the full shebang Lovestruck Beast package. Okay, Klothys. Surprisingly very good against me. Cool. So let's throw a castle down, play a Woe Strider, and yeah, whatever. Let's trade with a 1/1. The less 1/1s my opponent has, the less beasts they'll be attacking with. Klothys could be a problem. Do I have any main deck answers to Klothys? Not a card you usually see in your Gruul decks, but I mean, I played it a lot in my historic Gruul midrange deck, or like a Jund deck, even Teamer. It's a really good card. Cool. Draw cards. Gruul is so good. Maybe Rakdos was good in Platinum, but not good in Diamond. Perhaps that's what we're about to find out. All right, so we would really like a way to steal people's stuff. That's what we would like. So we can kill Lovestruck Beast. Their Edgewall Innkeeper still is going to draw cards. But yeah, I mean, just not having to deal with a 5/5 is probably the better of the things to do here. Let's attack with a Woe Strider. Devotion is less than 7, so I don't have to worry about an attacking Klothys anytime soon, really. Yeah, it's pretty annoying, just like constantly messing my graveyard plans up here. Considering that, I mean, a lot of these escape cards are very well played, it's a good meta call. So is Scavenging Ooze. All right, we need some Steal Your Stuff cards. Too bad one is in the graveyard. Let's just block for fun. Sack the goat. Give me something to steal. That's not it. That is not something to steal. Ooh, okay. Gain control of target creature. Not a creature yet. So I think Scavenging Ooze is probably the creature I want to steal. All right, so we can attack here. If any shenanigans try to happen, they try to get their Skoos back. We got Village Rites, and we got Woe Strider as a way out of that. I feel like we're in an okay spot. That Datacrone War was drawn right on time. It's definitely a good Claim the Firstborn matchup. Lots of targets. All right, so let's just get rid of their Skoos. Let's load our hand up here. Wrinkle's nice. Ooh, and his Claim. All right, so what's the last thing? Each tapped creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Yeah, I don't really want to kill all my stuff yet. So let's play another Woe Strider. Make Goat. Steal their Innkeeper. Yeah, let's... No. Oh, God damn it. No, I attacked with my Woe Strider. I didn't want to. Oh, well. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, we're going to sacrifice their Edgewall Innkeeper. It's probably not the best card in this matchup. Well, I foolishly killed a Woe Strider. But now my Rankle's online, so that's pretty nice. I can sack this Goat here. Try to scry into something else. My opponent only has 1 red mana, so I wonder if they have a fistful of double red spells. Okay. No. Oh, wait. Each tap. Oh, so that's my opponent's creatures. I'm so dumb. This card is better than I thought. I'm just dumb. Cool. So I'm going to play Rankle. Bash in for 9. Discard my Oxbogonus. Because that card is better in your graveyard. Not necessarily against Colossus, though. Probably a dumb move. Man, you'd think I'd never played Magic before. The amount of, like, stupid mistakes I'm making in these videos. Maybe I just need more coffee. Or water. Maybe my brain is just dehydrated beyond belief. Cool. Scavenge news. So let's go. Just attack with the team. Present lethal. Sure, we'll trade. Let's go. Just lose a life and draw a card. Get their life total down further. Get our Emerson Predator out there. Get our Mire Triton out there. And we are in a very good spot. Try to kill something. We just Village Rites. Go for it. Exile my graveyard stuff. I'm not worried about it. We got 2 flyers and 1 that can be indestructible. Goodbye, Croxa. Colossus, though. Doing work. Doing work for my opponent. Pretty sure this 1 source of red mana is really hurting my opponent. Although they could, you know. Okay, clever, clever, clever. What are you going to steal? No, you're not. Daddy's drawn some cards. So we attack. We make our opponent draw a card, and we win. Nice. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. So, Gruul. A Crone War seems nice. Heartless Act seems nice. Grasp of Darkness, seems okay. Yeah. Shredded Sails can kill an Embercleave, so maybe we keep it in. Volky can snap stuff from their hand. Martron has Death Touch. Timber Calls the Dead. Bone Crusher Giant. Rankle. Ox. Maybe we don't need Ox. And go down 1 Timber Calls the Dead and 1 Bone Crusher Giant. Bone Crusher Giant only kills their least impactful creatures. So, although it is an all-star and played everywhere, I feel like this may not be the matchup for it. I'm probably wrong. I mean, maybe just the ability to kill a Scavenging Ooze, a Mana Dork, or an Edgewell Innkeeper. Those are all completely good and reasonable things. But I took it out for cards that can also do that. So at least that is kind of my thought process. So I'm not saying it's a good thought process. I'm just saying it is, my thought process. Process SS. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You should just ignore me. All right, well, we got a Bone Crusher, a Claim, a Woe, and our lands. So I think I'm going to keep this. This is a pretty good start. Let's start by getting Triumph out there. Opponent's not doing anything. All right, it's fine with me. Let's fetch ourselves up a swamp. Okay. Probably would have been better on a real thing, but... So if they play Bone Crusher Giant here, I can snag it in a turn or two. So let's play our Mountain here. That way our Fabled Passage will be untapped next turn. Play a Woe Strider. Pass the turn. So we can claim or Crone War. The claim will hurt us. The Crone War won't. All right, so they could go Edgewall into Beast or something here. Draw on some Cartage. Let's block. Then we'll sack. Don't want another land. Got one anyway, although, I mean, at least it's a deck thinning land. Okay, so we have some options here. We can kill the Beast, or the Crusher, or the Innkeeper. Well, I guess we could kill the Innkeeper and the Beast, right? Claim. Oh yeah, Claim and Bone Crusher. So let's do that. Claim the Lovestruck Beast. We'll Bone Crusher the Edgewall Innkeeper. Sacrifice the Beast, scry 1. Bloodchief's Thirst is a good one. And we'll hold back to block. Okay. So I guess, maybe we just steal the Bone Crusher Giant? I'm okay with it. Got the Mammoth. Let's fetch up some more stuff here. So we have, what, 6 mana? We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. We're about to Woe Strider the shit out of my opponent's team. They know what's coming. Boo-hoo-hoo. Okay, well, let's at least get rid of their Bone Crusher Giant. Village Rights and Claim the Firstborn is a fun little la-di-da. So, yeah. Okay. We can still block. We're still in a good spot. If they attack, they're going to die. Embercleave doesn't quite... Or Embercleave does kill me, right? Of course. Of course Embercleave kills me. As much as I personally love playing Embercleave decks, that card is real just... It's a card. Alright, so... What... I don't think I want this card, and I think I actually want a Bone Crusher Giant. Let's do that. Friggin' Embercleave, man. You're like, oh no, I'm in good shape. I mean, I guess they did have those two, what is it, Soul Seer or something, right when they needed it. If they didn't have that second one, we would have been good shape. Good shape. Woe Strider, good card, good card. I'm trying to think what other... If there's any other fun sacrifice cards. There's that new God, the 5-drop one. That can also be like a pot. She might be good. I don't know. I'll leave the decks using her up to the people who are actually good at Magic, not people who just punt all the time, like I do. On camera, in front of people. Strangers on the internet. Get to watch and criticize me play Magic. But it's fun. You know, I can't complain. All right, here's the one for all the marbles, and we are playing first. And we're playing with a pretty good hand, so let's keep this. I'm going to start with the Temple just so we can scry into some good stuff, hopefully. We've got answers to all of their early little plays. I'm going to put the Swamp on the bottom just because I have a feeling we're going to draw into another one in the next couple turns, so... We really want to get some theft spells. Well, our tap lands are now in play, so... Again, no early plays for my opponent. All right, well, then it's a clear Croxa spot. There's one Embercleave down. And let's get another Swamp. All right, so next turn we can kill anything my opponent has, which is pretty nice. Guess except a Klothys. Can't kill a Klothys. All right, so how many cards do I need? All right, I can't escape that. Bye, Croxa. You did your thing. So let's... Guess you just rankle here and we start discarding cards. I'm going to draw a card to you. Let's discard the Triome. Don't want tap lands at this point. How much life does this game them? 2 per turn? Ooh, they're playing dragons. Okay, that's scary. Okay. Yeah. He's dead. He's dead. Klothys really, really good against my deck. So let's just get some aggression onto the battlefield. Yeah, I don't think I have like just a clean answer to Klothys. Just the amount of life gain they're going to get is just going to be very, very annoying. Unless I let them get 7 Devotion, it becomes a creature. It's going to be an issue. Okay. Sure. God. Goddamn innkeepers. Well. Gildarin Keeper. Offer up a trade. Okay. Oh, freaking Colossus. What a house. What a freaking house against my deck. That's what, 6 or 8 life? It's insane. And Scoos. Yep, alright, well, we really need a Woe Strider. A Castle Lockthwain would be nice. Oh, they can just eat their graveyard. Get a huge freaking Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, we need a sack outlet or we're just gonna get ran over here. Colossus, friggin' goddamn. Goddamn. Yep. I mean, again, if I get a sack outlet, I can steal a very large Scavenging Ooze, which would be nice. Nope. Well, that was a disappointing way to end this video. All right, so the Rakdos Midrange deck that did me so well in Platinum maybe is not that well placed in the meta. Maybe it's not. I mean, Gruul and Mono Red, they're going to show up a lot. And especially Colossus. Wow. I don't think I have an answer to Colossus. Yeah. Unless it becomes a creature, I have no answer to that thing. Yeah, I think maybe what's that thing? The exile enchantment card that everybody thinks is not in Black's color pie. I think we probably need some of those. You know what I'm saying? I forget what it's called. Feed the Swarms. That's it. Yeah. Well, I think it's still a fun deck, and there is a Jund variant that plays kind of your favorite Jund dragon, Corvold, which maybe I'll try out. Maybe that just gives you that extra oomph, a little bit more top-end power to just close out games. Also, having green gives you answers to Colossus. Damn, Colossus is real good against this deck. That's crazy. But yeah, that was kind of disappointing, and I played poorly and lost. But anyway, I recorded it, and maybe people watching will have a better way of playing this deck, a better way of building this deck, and I would love to hear it. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching.